Welcome back to where we go line by line into the New Testament to figure out what it means, because here in the United States we live primarily in a Christian society, so it is incumbent upon us not only to know it but understand it for our own spiritual journey the best way we can. And we are in John the Baptist, and John the Baptist is said by Jesus not to be eating nor drinking anything, but the people are calling John the Baptist a glutton, meaning he's just eating. He's severely overweight, and refer to him as a wine drinker. And the way they word it is as though he's a drunk, and he is a friend of bad people, friend of tax collectors and sinners, and all these things that Jesus is saying that the people were saying about him. But why are the people saying these things? I mean, I do realize that somebody's reputation can be tarnished by, lies and people saying stuff. I mean, I think many of us have had that experience where somebody has spread a falseness about something in our own lives, and, people will ask or say or something, word gets around. But why are they almost up in arms about it? Why would they even care, really? Especially enough to get upset and start to really destroy the guy's reputation. So is he a glutton? Was he eating too much and drinking too much? I mean, how did the seed of that get planted if he wasn't drinking or eating? I mean, couldn't they have come up with something else, another lie? Because that, a lie that is clearly not true, if the guy's slim and he's sober, that's a tough one to get to stick, So I don't know, it seems like something is missing there. And then John the Baptist begins to rebuke the cities that he did his, quote, his mighty work. And the cities did not reform. So if the cities did not reform, is the work really mighty? If somebody's out doing miracles and, healing the sick and doing all of these things, you would probably start to have a lot of people reforming themselves, right? I mean, if people are seeing these mighty works, it's going to have a direct impact. So are they not seeing them? And if they were so mighty, how could they fail to reform anybody? It seems awfully strange. And then Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11, verses 22, that the cities of Tyre, and I think I'm pronouncing this right, Sidon, and this is in quotes from that chapter and verse, it shall be more tolerable in a day of judgment than for you. Judgment Day was taught to me in Catholic school and Baptist school and all the other Sunday schools that I've been to, that Judgment Day is painful. Most people are not going to enjoy Judgment Day. So Jesus is saying it's going to be worse for them. If it's going to be worse for them, why? Were they not impressed by his mighty works? Did he really not do those miracles? Or if he did, they just brushed it off? Were there many more people doing miracles? What is it? Like, something is lacking. And what was worse about them that he would make it worse than Judgment Day? It seems rather Jesus is being awfully vengeful, not the peaceful, loving Jesus that I've always been taught. So that just raises a lot of confusion in my own mind, and quite frankly, I don't understand it. Then we go to the city of, I'm not sure how to pronounce this either, it looks like Capernaum, I'm not sure, which was exalted will now be cast into Hades. That city that was exalted, great place, now it's going to be cast into Hades. But my question is, in the Old Testament, the Hades, the horrible place, was an actual place in Jerusalem. It was the trash heap. In the translation, that's what it was. It was a specific location where they dumped their trash, which was nasty. So is that what Jesus is talking about? Or is it what most of us have been taught about hell? That's what he's referring to. It's going to be cast into the trash heap, or is it being cast into torturous hell, brimstone, fire, all that sort of thing? Then their punishment, this is Jesus still, their punishment is that the day that when Sodom was destroyed, Sodom and Gomorrah, most of us know this story where Jehovah, fire and brimstone and destroys this whole city. He says their punishment, this city of Capernaum, is going to be worse than that. It will be more tolerable. Sodom and Gomorrah, or he specifically says Sodom will be more tolerable than their punishment. That just kind of stings at my own personal perception of what I've always thought Jesus to be, because why the forgiving Jesus if now Jesus is saying those people were burned in fire, and I'm going to make your ending, your life, to be worse than burning in fire. So that means Jesus is being very pro vengeance, very pro death and destruction, and that strikes me as strange. And why would the punishment be harsher for them for their basically doing the same thing as other cities and other times? And why is Jesus so quick to destroy things? I mean, the peace-loving Jesus, right? Well, that's definitely not here. And does that explain why the United States has been so quick to get into foreign conflicts and send our beautiful, brave boys and girls off to war, to have all this post-traumatic stress disorder and all this unnecessary killing because it is condoned in the Bible? I don't know. It raises a lot of serious concerns for my soul about the nature of this. And if any of y'all have any comments and have any kind suggestions and references, I would appreciate it. And here at the Mystics of Texas, we dive deep into our inner self so that we can explore and connect to the infinite in our own meditations, in our group meditations here in fellowship, and have a fantastic group of people, and where we try to elevate each other the best we can. And we do that through those things I just mentioned and many others. But we talk about every Sunday those things that help us become better people, to understand ourselves better. Asking ourselves the question, why did you do that? Why are you doing this thing? How is that going to benefit your life and your soul and those around you? How is your actions going to benefit yourself and your relationships and what you care about? And just to know yourself better, and to be good stewards of the land, to be good stewards of our bodies. And if that appeals to you, come out. We are here every Sunday at 1:15, and we're right on the Louisiana-Texas border, so I'd appreciate you coming to see us if this resonates with you. And check out our other channel, our main channel, which has many of our Sunday presentations and discussions and interviews and such on there. I think you'll find it interesting if you find this interesting. So thanks for joining, and we will see you next time.